Hello and welcome to session 24 of Abandon Hope, where we've moved to Foundry. Yay!
Yay!
Hopefully it isn't it is better than Roll20, certainly. Whether I can interact with it better is another thing. We are not joined by Chris or Aiden today, unfortunately, but we are joined by Jordan and George and Stephanie.
Yay!
And the very first order of business is that a worm died last session. And
Poor worm.
yeah, poor worm. He really had it coming. And so Stephanie, your character drops from the ceiling in front of the party as they're waiting for Worm to come back. Can you please describe your character who he just drops with all his equipment, having just died?
And apparently the sword.
And, well, not yet.
He falls on the sword.
You get impaled on the sword as you fall down, yes. It's Worm's last act of slaughtering the innocent to impale you as he dies.
Perfect.
You'll
Kane
take no damage.
Kane is about 6 feet tall, great big guy with red hair, full red beard. Wearing, oh Christ, red armor now. He's very color coordinated. He's got a whole thing going.
And what is his racing class?
He is human and he is a druid.
Nice. And how did he die?
Oh God, I hadn't thought of that.
Were earthworms involved?
Gosh, I hope not. That's a hell of a way to go.
Was another dragon taking revenge for, like, its slaughtered mate or something? Is Kane extra crispy right now?
Oh, Christ. I wish you had told me before I needed to think of this. I would have thought of something good.
You knew you were dead.
Well,
It
yeah, but
didn't
I
cross
hadn't.
your mind to think about why you had died.
No.
I guess that's a very optimistic mindset.
We could say that he was trying to harness the power of water and lightning at the same time just to experiment, and it didn't go well.
Is he a scientist?
No, that's why it didn't work.
That makes sense. I love it. So Kane thuds to the ground, getting impaled by the lightning sword on top of Worm's remains. What do the rest of you do?
Hello?
Hi. Who are you, and what is this up my ass?
I do not know what is... I am Ivor, let's start there.
I shake his hand vigorously.
Yes, hi, hello, yes. And you are?
I'm Kane.
Hello, Kane.
Looks over at Wendorn. Who are you?
I am me.
I'm me. Nice to meet you. I shake his hand.
How do you feel about souls?
Kane,
What?
when he mentioned souls, you have a sudden feeling of angeriness and hunger. You want you a soul. You're not entirely sure what they are. I mean, aside from the colloquial definition. And you don't know how to get one. You don't know why you want one, but you want one.
They sound delicious.
I turn to Wendelorn and just like hold out a hand to Kane. You see, we should all be eating souls. I'm telling you this.
Where can we find one?
Well, that is our quest, yes.
I pluck the sword out of my ass.
You regenerate and your body fully forms.
This sword is amazing. Can I have it?
I would not be good at using it, so it is. I do not care. Wendelorn?
It's not mine.
I shall call you Ass Sword.
Hmm.
A sword? It is a sword, yes.
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 Uh, well, welcome to the group. I suppose we are the Soul Eaters now.
Is that the name of our group?
I don't know, but there are now
That's a great
two
name.
of us that want to eat souls, so
We are the
that
Soul
can't
Eaters.
be a coincidence.
You're the only ones who eat.
Where did the other one go?
The other what? I checked my ass for another sword.
There's only a hat with a little pointy
The
bit
one
on the
who
end.
had the sword. The one who had the sword
Well-
before you stuck your ass on it.
I
We have
don't know.
been waiting
I
here
just
for
got
quite a while, and they have not shown up yet. I do not know if they will be coming back.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we are meant to kill anyone in this place. I think it is sacred or something. That is the vibe I get from, Worm not coming back. Also, those guards were spooky and very vicious.
Well, it's a shame. It would have been nice to have another Soul Eater.
The previous one did not appear to eat souls so much as be very against it.
Well, then he was a loser.
I tried to show him the way, but he did not. Well, may he rest in peace.
Oh, screw that guy. Let's go find the soul.
Indeed.
Me? You coming?
It seems kind of boring.
We're getting like every 10th word.
Every 10th or every 5th?
It's better now.
So what were you saying?
I said, yeah, it'd be coming because it's boring here.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of like sensory input. It's a lot of like marble and pillars and not much else.
Well, where's the exit?
Wendalorn, you have a little path that you made in your book the last time you were here that shows the way to a set of stairs. You have no notes beyond that.
Okay, well then I will take the book out and show them the drawing from the last time. And I guess we'll figure out which direction that might be.
Oh, I see. Very interesting. I suppose we don't have any other leads at the moment, so we might as well explore this.
How do you tell which way is which in a featureless marble hall?
There's a wall behind you.
Okay. And that's depicted on the map.
It is, yes.
Fantastic.
Is this
Well, me, lead on.
Is this before or after the meat orphan came back?
This would be after, because I assume
Okay.
we've been waiting for a while, and at this point have realized Worm's not returning.
Okay.
Oh, so we have the meat orphan with us?
Yes.
Dear God, what the hell is that?
Oh, this is my good friend. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Pleased to meet ya.
Did we give you a name? I forget. I apologize. I am new at this being a meat guardian thing.
I feel like you did, but I've been signing papers so long I can't remember my own name.
I think the closest thing to a name you came was calling it Potato Orphan.
I think you did give it a name, but I can't remember what
Did
it
you?
was.
I think I might have named it Potato Orphan, actually. I think that's
Well,
right.
you named it Potato Orphan, then you said it was more of a meat orphan now. And then I
Yes.
thought you gave it an actual name, but I can't remember.
Your name is now Jim.
Oh, I feel like there's some precedent here, but I'm not gonna press it. Jim, I am.
Well, it's nice to meet you, you unholy abomination.
You don't look so hot yourself.
Excuse you. He was granted to me by my god. He is a very holy abomination.
You holy abomination.
Thank you, that's better.
Yeah.
Well, you set off for the stairs. And in
Are you a soul eater too, Jim?
I eat whatever I am given. That's kind of my job, to eat whatever I'm given. It's a nice part of the job.
I did give him a soul to eat, but unfortunately it did not go very well. Someone else intervened.
I
It
did
was a
my
mess.
best.
Yes, you did. I appreciate you, Jim.
Do you still have the soul?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, that was very careless of you.
I'm sorry.
There was some sort of intervention of a very powerful being. Have you ever met a bone serpent?
Can't say that I have.
Can't say that you would want to either. He betrayed us and took the soul for himself. It was a big mess.
Well, if you see him again, you make sure to point him out so we can get the soul back.
Hmm.
Kane is developing a decidedly southern accent, and I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Some time passes, and eventually you come to some stairs. These stairs are made of a darker stone, and they don't smell particularly nice. There is a pair of torches outside the stairs. There's no light within the stairs. Do you have dark vision of any kind, Kane?
No.
Okay. You are joined by humans who all likewise don't have dark vision. So, Vesper is going to either light a torch or cast light. I don't remember if she has light.
So Vesper is with us?
Yes. Vesper does not have light. She's gonna light a lamp. Lamp. You pass down the stairs.
Wendelorn can cast light if somebody needs it.
Okay.
Okay. Kane is going to heft one of the torches out of the whatever's holding it if he can.
Are we gonna do the classic cast light on the torch? The perfect play, no one will see it coming.
Yes.
Well, you have a light source, and you pass down. Now, to transfer everyone over to a new scene, Jordan, do I just have to, like, double-click on it?
Right click it and activate it.
Okay.
Boom. Woo.
All right. So you guys come down the stairs, and
There we are.
as you exit, is the Fog of War working properly? Does it look like?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are huge piles of bones on either side of these stairs, of all kinds of creatures with gigantic spines, with giant dragony wings, lots of human bones and skulls. Lovely. And the smell emanating from them is nasty, though there is not a shred of flesh visible on them. There are intricate silvery-looking torches that pop out of the walls on either side of the stairs. And before you is a gigantic grate. And before that is a pair of desks, upon one of which is a gigantic book. And standing on a chair before the book is a very bulky-looking halfling woman wearing a sleeveless tunic and a loose pair of pants, a tiny little hat on her head, and the exposed skin of her face and arms are covered in scars.
A handsome woman.
Behind her are 4 of the guards that murdered a worm.
I just noticed Kane's token. Those are some crazy eyes there. Love it.
Yeah, I did not provide this image, but it's kind of great.
I love it.
Don't leave your character's choice to me. This is what happens. So the halfling woman, she looks up in disgust at all of you, and she says, "Another batch. Alright, first of you, stand on the grate.
Oh, right here, you say, yes?
Yep, that'll work.
Yes.
Name?
I am Ivor.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Do you need the full name or just my... Oh, yes.
No, that's all.
Okay.
Says here you've got a shard of divinity. That's a lot of extra paperwork, but don't worry, you don't have to do a bit of it. I'm the one who gets to do all the fun stuff.
Oh, I see.
Says here you've been here a few times. A few times.
Yes, I'd gathered that. I haven't recollected all of it, but yes, I'd how many times?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's
Like
not
3,
important.
4. Give me over/under on like 20.
Over.
Oh,
Yeah. So, it says here that you were recently in Fool's Paradise. That makes you eligible to go directly back there if you would like. Or it looks like you're, I don't know. You can have your soul wait if you'd like. I don't necessarily recommend it in your case. You might want to just take the sure thing.
you don't recommend what? Sorry.
Yeah. I recommend you do not have us weigh the goods and the bads of your soul over your last lifetime. It doesn't look like they weigh very heavily in your favor.
I see. Interesting.
We could do just a real quick reincarnation and you'd be guaranteed another shot at life. Or you could go to Fool's Paradise, or, you're very good at stabby levels, are rating pretty highly here. If you were looking to join some kind of a fantastical afterlife military, we could really use a few more knives there.
I see. Now, when you say return to life for another chance, do you mean like not just out in the bleakness above, but actually the real world?
Yes, the real world. It would be a full reincarnation job. You might be a little worm. You might be, if you're lucky, a halfling. With no recollection of your previous self. A chance to wipe the slate clean. A roll of the dice.
And just double checking, it has been a very long time since I've been up there for real. There are many souls there, yes?
Yeah. We'd give you a fresh one if you really needed it. It wouldn't be a very good one. I'll be perfectly honest.
Well, I can't have a subpar soul.
Nah. I can't.
Can I
say
have
that-
time to ponder this?
Yep, you've got all the time in the world. If that's all, please step aside and let the next one through.
Yes, sorry. Yes, here we go.
Next. Slash isn't really feeling it. He's gonna just kind of step to the side and scowl.
Is he allowed to do that?
She doesn't seem to yell at him.
I put the meat orphan on the grate.
What are you supposed to be? Oh, I should probably,
Yeah, it doesn't appear I can spawn him. Hey,
Wow.
tiny meat orphan.
Oh my god.
It is a tiny creature, it makes sense. I'm good, I can move it.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Yeah, you didn't die. You're not supposed to be down here. If you're familiar, you gotta step aside.
My apologies. You said next. I just figured, he has rights too, so...
Understandable.
Apologies.
Next. And who are you? Oh, you smell fresh.
Why, thank you. You smell pretty fresh, too.
Thank you.
You're a beautiful woman. Did anybody ever tell you that?
All the time. It doesn't help.
You want to see where I keep my sword?
Not really.
Oh.
The sword doesn't smell as fresh. I think I could guess.
No, it wouldn't, to be fair. My name is Kane Undham.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
weird. Don't have much on you. This is the first time you've died.
Would
Wow.
you like to have something on me?
Well, considering this entry right here, we got plenty on you. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
in my defense.
Yeah. We generally frown upon the slaughter of orphans down here.
Well, I don't see any orphans, so
Well, yeah, because you killed them all a long time ago. They already came through here.
how many did you see?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah. So what do you have to say for yourself?
It was self-defense.
Oh, wow. That is
There were
utterly
a lot of
shameless.
them.
There were a lot of them, yes. We can agree on that. By any
Well,
measure
then,
of
then
all
you can
wrong.
understand why I had to do what I had to do.
Considering none of them had weapons, no. No, I don't really understand that.
Don't underestimate the power of orphans in large numbers.
I notice you survived, is the problem.
Well,
this would
I'm
be-
here, aren't I? So I didn't survive for long.
But you're a little late. So I'm afraid, because you came directly from up above, we cannot send you to Fool's Paradise. You'll have to claw your way up from somewhere if you want to get there. We can offer you a reincarnation, but it's probably going to be as an orphan. Funny how that's going to work, right?
But you said I have a soul, right?
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Quick question: how does one become reincarnated as an orphan?
that is a very good question, and the laws of causality are not to be underestimated.
The both parents just die at the exact same time, or like you technically wouldn't be an orphan for an
Well,
instant.
yeah,
then.
that's usually what happens.
I see. Okay, thank you. Just curious. That's all. Pardon the interruption.
No worries, it was a fair question.
But I would have a soul, correct?
Well, yes.
Could I eat this soul?
No.
Well, then I'm not interested.
So, would you like your soul to be weighed? Because we can do that right now if you'd like that. She moves her hand slowly over to a button that's raised on the other
necessary.
desk.
It won't be necessary. I'll go wherever my friend's going.
Oh, that's what you're gonna do, are you? Oh, we'll see about that. Next!
As Kane comes over, Ivor kind of sniffs a bit. Yes, you do smell a bit fresh. Yes.
Vesper will go forward.
Usually they're a big guy. I'm not into that.
Marley is the halfling's name. She's got a little name tag. She stares at Vesper for a second, looks at the book, and says, "Well, this is really above my pay grade. We can't exactly offer you a reincarnation. We can offer you a trip back to Fool's Paradise, I suppose. Well, you could just wander around if you feel like. We can't really stop you." Yeah. Your Highness, she says, her doing little air quotes with her fingers. Vesper seems really confused. But please just move, Your Highness. And Vesper walks over to Slash.
Wait. Huh. Ivor just makes confused sounds but stays quiet.
Confused Ivor noises. You at the back, I know you're there. Will you please step forward?
Me, don't be afraid
Why?
of the beautiful lady.
Because it is necessary that we process you as accounting for the event of you having been died. I got you in here, I think, as having been through here before.
I have to be, a few feet closer to you for you to do this.
Well, it would make things quite a lot easier. I kind of need you to stand on the grate so that if your soul is found lacking, we can send you directly into hell. If you do not wish to cooperate, we can do things the hard way. I have not sent anyone to hell for a good 3 years, so it is really not as bad as you think.
Isn't that where Worm went?
I guess Wendelorn will wander over to the grate there.
Thank you. Name?
if you don't already know who I am, how do you propose to weigh me?
Well, I got a little face in here. It's like probably correct. I kind of need your name for verification purposes. If you refuse to be acknowledged as the person that you look like, we have other ways we have to do it, but this is the most bureaucratic way of doing
You don't
things.
seem very good at this.
I don't know what you mean by
claim-
very
you
good
claim
at
to
this.
You claim to be able to weigh my soul, but you also claim to not know who I am.
I don't weigh your soul. The system weighs your soul. I only facilitate that. I did something
But how
I was
does your
not
system
supposed to.
propose to weigh my soul if you don't know who I am?
That is a question I am not qualified to answer, as I do not know the answer.
Clearly.
I push the button and the weighing happens. Most people do not ask for the button to be pushed.
Excuse me. This is, if I may interject, his name is Me.
Oh, okay. That's not what I have here.
Well, then it's not the same person, is it?
Is your name Me, sir?
Who, me?
Yes. Can you give me a performance roll, please?
I
Which one of us?
When to learn. Oh, we got a wise guy here. So, Mr. Me, what do you want? Are you hoping I will just let you sit there for eternity?
I didn't particularly want anything. I was just following my friend here who was looking for a soul.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people die. Following your dreams and following your souls and following your friends' souls and dreams is a good way to end up here. Too many people want stupid things, like not dying. We can't always have what we want. I'm sitting here instead of, punching ghosts. That's really what I like to be doing. You like punching
Why
ghosts,
don't you get
me?
a job punching ghosts?
Well, I had one, but I punched the wrong ghosts. And now I'm here for
I
the next
can't say I've ever had the
1,024
pleasure.
years. Would you like to punch some ghosts? We can arrange that.
I don't think that would help my friend very much.
Probably not. Unless your friend like to punch ghosts? I doubt it. Mr. Friend, what do you like to do?
The ghosts have souls.
No.
Then I'm not interested.
Yes, I must admit that I am mostly interested in tracking down a soul. The best quality one I can find, really, would be the best.
You mean like a living soul?
Well, the soul.
So like one of these. And from around her neck, she pulls a crystal that is considerably smaller than the soul that you had in your possession that housed the other god, but which, as she reveals it, emanates the same energy of warmth and serenity that the soul of hope had. It is small enough that it could fit within a closed fist, but it is set in silver with some kind of an emblem stamped on the front of it and enameled in. So,
Yes, much like that.
yeah, but this is a sort of a performance bonus. When you do,
Oh, I see.
When you do really, really, really good in a campaign, they say, "Hey, take yourself on vacation for like a week in the living world, anywhere you want. Use one of these here."
I see.
And then they give it to you. And sometimes they then mock you by throwing you in a chair for 2,000 years. So you can't use the thing that you have.
I see.
So Ivor, would you like to just take that one then?
Well, I am thinking, that is something that I am looking for, yes, but you said my stabbing things levels are very high, yes?
They are very high, according to this here book.
Oh yes, that is good. Your book is very accurate. I am very good at stepping things. Question for you: does your organization need any people who are very good at stabbing things that might get bonuses for stabbing things well?
After a few hundred years of service, absolutely. I'm not going to mince words. That would be what would be required.
Well, what if I stab things extra hard and rose up the ranks a little quicker?
Yeah, I'm afraid that is literally the best case scenario.
I see.
There are a lot of ghosts to be stabbed.
I see.
I thought the ghosts got punched.
Well, we prefer to punch them. Some people stab them. Punching is cooler, in my opinion. Anybody can punch a ghost. You have to be good at stabbing to stab a ghost real good.
I'm gonna make the meat orphan invisible
All right.
because it can just do that at will.
She does not react. The meat orphan is. Do you want to move the meat orphan out of her line of sight before you do that?
Well, I'll just. I'll make like a big show of it. Like, okay, they already know. Like, you're not. You don't need to be here, and I'll snap my fingers like I'm
Gotcha.
sending him to a pocket dimension, and he'll go invisible instead.
All right. Can you roll me perception with advantage, please? Sorry, deception. That's another word.
With advantage.
She does not react.
Okay. And I'm just gonna move him up a bit and see if she reacts to it getting closer.
All right. Can you have him roll stealth, please? Add advantage.
Yes. Stealth at advantage.
All right. The suit of armor steps forward. The fun-loving Death Guard says, "Mistress Marley, an invisible creature is approaching you." She whips around at him, says, "Well, detain it." The Death Guard is going to try to grapple. That's going
Can I
yes.
send it to its pocket dimension for real now?
Yes. The Death Guard crashes to the ground trying to dive for it.
Invisible creature? I do not know what you mean. There are no invisible creatures here.
I couldn't convince you to stand on that egg grate again, could I?
You already checked me out, did you not? And you even checked my servant, who is now in his pocket dimension, of course. This is where I put him.
You care to explain what that was
Evor,
about?
it's not your fault.
Well, I
It took
believe
6 of them to deal with harm.
I believe this one is seeing things.
You, master of that invisible creature. You have attempted a deception upon my mistress. What do you have to say for yourself?
I think it is you who are deceiving your mistress to cover up for you seeing things and then stumbling to the ground.
Mistress Marley, I would never. She waves a hand at him. Oh, shut up. He forlornly walks back to his place.
Kane leaves it uncomfortably close to her. So, you gonna eat that?
What?
You gonna eat that?
Am I going to eat what?
That little necklace you got there.
No. I mean, not now. Later, she puts it back. You do not get it. It
Am
does
I
not
done
belong
standing
to you.
on this grate?
No, we need to decide what we're going to do with you. What would you like to have done to you? You may go back to Fool's Paradise if you wish. You may be reincarnated. Or if you want to give me your proper name, sir, we can weigh you. I'm feeling that is not something you wish to be done.
Evor, where are we going? I mean, if she can take us as a shortcut someplace, that's great. Otherwise, we're just wasting time here.
This is a good point. Can I ask you a question?
You may ask me many questions.
Oh, excellent. If you had to pinpoint the nearest soul that is not your own, where would you pinpoint this to be?
That is a very good question. Well, distances are a very difficult thing to measure down here. I believe there are several abominable monstrosities in various levels we sealed off long ago that possess them, if they have not already used them for some other nefarious purpose. But, as I said, we sealed those up.
And could they be unsealed?
Probably not. Certainly by no means that I could manage.
So what you're telling me is that the soul that you have on you right now is the nearest soul that is easily accessible.
Her eyes narrow. I suppose.
You'd be willing to make a trade.
Nope.
Like I said before, do you want that one, Ivor? We will get that one if you want that one.
There are several in Fool's Paradise, as I am sure you are aware of, having come from there very shortly ago.
And how would we get a soul from Fool's Paradise?
Well, I have no idea where they are. I would
They're
assume
just
you
up
would
there
know better
somewhere.
than me. I heard they had one in that Hope Sanctuary. All the dumb morons used to talk about coming clawing their way down here from the living world.
Have you heard of any others in Fool's Paradise? Hope is unfortunately lost.
Oh. Are you sure about that?
Well, its soul has been gone for quite a long time now, and it has not been good last time we were there, no. There
I
appears to be
see.
some sort of terrifying creature underneath it that is very deceptive and may or may not be running amok.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about that situation on a more personal level, would you?
Well, we just came from Hope, not long ago.
I see.
We all were, well, except for the fresh one here, we're all residents of Hope.
And you were not responsible for the leaving of the soul, I assume.
Oh, of course not. No, we were trying
Oh,
to
of
track
course
it
not.
back down and in order to restore Hope, yes. That is why we need a soul, after all, is to restore Hope.
Ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Unfortunately, that's we were unable to recover the soul that Hope lost, and we are now seeking a new one.
I feel like this is a lot more paperwork that I am not qualified to handle.
I'm pretty sure she's not using that one, Ivor.
Yeah, that
Are
is
you
what I'm thinking
threatening
as well.
me?
No, we're not threatening you. We are trying to explain to you the situation and why we need your soul in order to restore Hope.
I was not referring to a we, but
No,
only
I'm not
to a
threatening
me.
you. I'm just pointing out that I'm just pointing out that you're not using it for anything. So why can't we just take yours?
He's got a point.
Yes, think of all those.
Because me, it is not polite to take the belongings which are belonging to other creatures.
Yes, that's why
I'm
we
not
were asking you for it.
I am aware that you were probably born so long ago you do not remember the lessons that your mommy would have taught you when you were a young babe. But that is a
Is
lesson.
it still taking if we tell you we're going to take it?
I believe it is, yes.
It's
Well,
still
that
taking
is-
if we make a fair trade for it, because I offered.
Friends, what if, yes, we make fair trade, we ask politely, we are telling you, Hope has a problem right now that could be solved by your soul, and we are willing to do tasks in order to pay you for it.
You are willing to do tasks in order to
Yes,
pay
do
me
you
for
have
it.
something that needs to be stepped?
Not
I am very good at
particularly.
that, as you know.
I
Oh. I could
This
paint a
thing-
portrait of you.
but that
You
would
have
be
an
very
orphan
lovely.
problem anywhere.
Not really. I did because of you for about 20 hours.
I mean, those little suckers get everywhere. You can't
They
really
did.
exterminate them properly.
I had to shove them all in a room and drag them out one by one. They kept trying to escape.
Would you perhaps like us to teach your guards how to walk without falling on the ground?
They aren't very good at that. We've tried. It's a whole thing. You know, this thing represents to me 1 week of vacation. One that I am never going to get any other way. Do you have anything that is equivalent to that?
Yes, what if one of us took over your post for a week? You know, take your shift.
And how is that going to help me get to the living world?
Oh, that's a good point. You just said vacation. I don't know about that part.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yes, I have idea.
Yes.
Underneath Hope, there is a great bone serpent who actually sent us to the living world for quite a while. It seemed like multiple weeks up there, I believe. He might ask you to do some things, but you would certainly get to the living world.
She begins taking furious notes.
This poor lady.
That's... You're kind of burying the lead there. And where is he now?
I mean, last we saw him, he was underneath Hope.
Perhaps my good friend could lead you there in exchange.
Yes, the terrible figure that took the soul, old Sam was his name, I believe. He fled to the living world and we were in pursuit, but unfortunately we were not successful.
She nods for a moment, closes the giant book, and then she pulls a wand out of the pocket of her robe, points it at herself, and then disappears.
Well, that was rude.
Can I get off the grate now?
No one answers you. The guard who picked himself up after hilariously not catching the meat orphan says, "What did you do with our mistress?"
She very obviously pointed the wand at herself. That was not us.
But she is gone. She is never
Yes.
gone.
Well, I believe she cast a spell on herself. You can see invisible creatures, can you not? I thought that was your whole thing. Are you telling us that she is invisible right now and you cannot see her? That is...
No, she
You
is.
must be terrible at your job.
She is gone. Can you make me a persuasion, please?
Kane reaches his hand over the book to where
The-
she was.
Yeah, the book disappeared with her.
Oh. Does he feel her in the space?
No, you do not grope a creature.
Bummer. She is indeed right here. You're not seeing her. What's wrong with you?
Do you need a new pair of glasses or something underneath that helmet?
Maybe this isn't the job for you.
The four of them get in a crowd and start whispering to each other. After a minute, they all
Maybe
go
they know where
completely
Worm
still.
went.
Why is his name Fun Loving Death Guard?
Because
Do they all have names?
Yeah,
for some reason, I rolled on all of them. They do all have different names.
excuse me, gentlemen. If you were to kill someone in here, where would they go? Just out of curiosity.
They do not move or respond.
Huh. I pop my orphan back into existence right next to him. I send him down this way.
All right, they do not respond.
Oh, well, it appears that we can enter now, so I don't know. I suppose you don't have to stay on that grate any longer, Winterlorn.
Well, that's good. It was very uncomfortable.
Are we leaving?
I think we're gonna go see if there's any more souls in here. If there was one, there's got to be more than one, right? If they're handing them out as bonuses, there's got to be souls like candy.
Well, since those four guys aren't moving, maybe they have one.
Oh crap! I forgot to do the doors.
But they don't look like they'd earn anything.
Excuse me, do y'all have any souls?
They do not respond.
Hmm.
All right, if you open a door and there's still a door there, just let me know because of the way that Dungeon Draft works. Sometimes I had to put two walls down over each other.
Ah, okay.
So I'll just delete one of the doors if there's another one.
We'll see if this one opens. I can see it, yeah.
Okay. The door opens.
What could be in here? Is that a pig roasting?
That is a yes. There is a pig roasting over a cowhide. And there's a bottle of wine on this table over here. And there, can you see my mouse when I move over things?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! Pinging is a little less necessary. And there is a bowl of grapes on this little table over here. Now, of course, in Hope, in Fool's Paradise, there's like no food anywhere. So, considering this is ostensibly the land of the dead, this is kind of a big deal that there's food.
Yeah, one would love this.
Now, why would someone have something as extravagant as grapes or wine if they cannot taste it down here?
Can't taste it down here.
Yes, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you're very fresh. You can go ahead and try. I mean, unless this is very special stuff. But all the food back in the Hope that was so rare to come across didn't really taste like much.
He takes
It wasn't
the
too
bottle of
wet.
wine, drinks of it.
Tastes like mud.
Well, that's not right.
Interesting. I wonder if there are living people down here that can actually taste these things.
There's the grapes.
The grapes likewise taste like mud.
Igor opens the next door, if he can, or tries to at least.
All right, he opens it.
Does
Who?
the pig smell like pig?
So,
Oh,
in this room,
those horse hands?
well, yes, there's.
I love it.
So,
And suddenly we're in Taylor's game.
so there's a fireplace at the back of the room. There's a couch. There's a chair before the fireplace, which is lit and roaring. So there is a floating dragon-looking skull with horns, with glowing red lights in the sockets, and there is a gigantic upright string instrument and a pipe organ that doesn't seem to be like connected to anything. And there are two massive hands floating in the air made of horses. And each one is just gently resting on one of the instruments.
That's not just because you couldn't find a giant hand picture.
No, I could have found giant hand pictures if I wanted to. I wanted horse hands.
Who doesn't? Do they have legs or are they just...
Yes, the legs are kind of curled up like fiddleheads.
Wow.
The skull swivels to look at you. Greetings, honored guests, it says. How may I entertain you today?
Well, this is pretty entertaining as it is, I gotta say.
Oh, can you play both of those at once?
Yes, I can.
That is very impressive.
I taught myself to do so quite a long time ago.
I see. How long exactly have you been here?
Longer than you.
Oh, that is fair. I don't believe I've been here terribly long. At least not in the grand scheme of things. Huh.
So what brings you around these parts?
Looking for fine cuisine.
Oh, there's none of that to be found down here. Unless
That
you're
is what I
talking
gathered,
about
it's-
something different than what most people mean by fine cuisine. If you're
Well,
looking for
perhaps.
something of the more spiritual variety.
You could say that, yes. More like, soul food.
Yes.
It's like brain food, but, it's whole thing.
Yes. So I notice you're here when you really shouldn't be here. You are not members of the staff.
I thought you said we were honored guests.
Oh, you are. You are my guests. Whether or not you are intended to be here, you are most certainly my guests.
Well, then there's no problem then, is there?
Oh no. I will give you no problem.
You know where we can find a soul.
Yeah, I suppose. That little lady at the front has one. you could take it from her.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about the wand she would have, would you?
Well, she likely had a wand that allowed her to return to her employers, with whom I am not on the best of terms. She also has a wand of death, but I assume that she did not use that against herself.
Hmm.
I assume from the context that she did in fact use that other wand on herself.
Yeah, well, nobody died when she used it, so I assumed it was the other one.
Oh, that's interesting. You must have told us something mighty important.
Hmm.
Is she likely to come back anytime soon?
I suppose that depends entirely upon your definition of soon. Seeing as how you do not look like you are from around these parts, I would assume that is not very soon at all.
Is it important that we not be here when she get back?
Likely. I imagine she will be sending some people before long just to make sure you end up in a place where you are intended. Just a bureaucratic understudy, as it were. Nothing in the way of, bounty hunters or armies or anything like that.
Is there anyone alive down here? We saw some, grapes and wine back there, but as far as I understand it, those don't taste like anything down here.
No, we just like to have a good time and pretend things here.
Ah, I see.
If you would like, I can make you part of the family.
What would that entail?
Well, you get to be down here for as long as you liked. Have all the food you want. Listen to all of the music you want. Never be forced to go anywhere that your heart does not desire.
I don't care for any of that but the last part. Permission to not be sent anywhere I do not desire would be excellent.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice perk.
And now, this seems like a lot of benefits without the downsides. What's the catch?
Boy, you can see my little glowy eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are aware that people who have little glowy eyes like mine often have some strings attached to anything they might be offering.
Well, I see
Understands.
there are multiple instruments in front of you that contain strings. What specifically are, when you say strings attached, what are you referring to? What is the issue?
Anticipation is the greatest joy in life, and oftentimes the only one that people such as us have left to us. I'm gonna leave you to imagine what it might be. If and you decide you want to take me up, just say the word, but do so with a little shiver in your spine, a little tinge of dread, a little knowing that something fantastic and wonderful is to come, and you have no idea what it might be.
I do not think my spine is capable of shivering, at least not down here. I think I felt it a couple times when we were in the land of the living, but it has been a bit.
And that's what we aim to fix in this family.
I'm just gonna go eat some more mud grapes.
The creature with its right hand, the mouths of its hand open up and begin with its tongues playing the instrument.
With its tongues.
Why? Does it do the same thing with the harp?
That was the harp.
Let's just...
It does nothing with the organ yet.
Are the thumbs actually multiple horses?
Yes.
God.
Does this door open?
The door opens, yes.
Oh, look at this.
Within, there are some candles on the ground. There is what appears to be a magic circle drawn with lavender chalk on the ground. And there is a freestanding stone base with a stone arch above it. And there is a lavender crystal ball suspended in the middle, in the air, not held physically by anything. There is a smoke inside it.
I do not understand any of this. You were the one?
Wendelorn will go check the magic circle on the ground.
Right. The... yes, can you please give me an Arcana check? You have noted down many magic circles in your time. This one you actually saw fairly recently. It was one that you learned about when you were visiting the witches. And it is one that grounds a person when they perform summoning or scrying magic, so they can get a more accurate reading. Or, summoning.
I'll go ahead and explain all that to Ivor.
I see. Very interesting. So, with the scrying, you say they can see things from a great distance.
I believe so.
Interesting. Excuse me, Mr. Piano Man.
Yes?
What do they use the scrying in there for?
I don't know that I could say. I've never done it myself. I imagine they use it for speaking face to face with their superiors or maybe surveying a battlefield from afar. There are a lot of important military types who come through here from time to time. A lot of campaigns going on.
I see. And they like to sit and have entertainment before they conduct business, then.
Makes them feel important to sit while the person behind them plays music.
Huh.
I don't think they get real pleasure out of it. I think they
You
do
know-
it to feel better than me.
I'm starting to feel I do not want to be a part of this family, unfortunately. I'd rather be important than feel important.
Oh, they're not a part of the family.
Oh, I see.
They're people who be thinking that they are above and beyond the family. They don't
So
understand the family.
If they are not your family, then who is the family?
Oh. Don't worry, you've met none of them yet, aside from me. But I have a feeling you'll meet them.
Are all of your family skulls with horse hands?
No, none of them, actually.
I see.
They do bear a certain family resemblance, though.
And if I were to join the family, would I bear family resemblance as well?
Oh, you would. And it would be beautiful.
Does the family have any bonuses that come with souls?
I'm afraid not. We are a relatively a-soulful family.
As soon as he says no, Eeyore just leaves. He's just out.
Skedaddle.
Yep.
Perfect.
How are your grapes?
They taste
These
like
ones taste
shit.
like poop, yes.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I can't see my orphan. There we go. Move to be able to move. Alright. Hey, Wendelorn, you still in there? Hey. Anything else you think we should look at in here, or should we keep moving?
I don't think he has a soul for us, so what good is he?
That
Don't
I do
think so
not,
either.
sir. I appreciate how you talk about me as though I'm not here, Mr. Wendelorn.
Maybe that other woman is back with her soul.
We could certainly check, yes. Thank you much for the entertainment. I didn't catch your name.
It's been a long time since I've had a name. You can call me Daddy.
I prefer not to. I'll call you Piano Man.
You may do that as well.
Goodbye, Piano Man. Kane, are you coming? We're going to do more exploring and maybe see if that lady with the soul is back.
Let's go.
Vesper and Slash are chilling. They tell you that she's not back. and that the soldiers have not moved yet. Slash stood in front of one of them and intimidated it real hard, and it didn't even twitch.
It is a shame that you cannot possess things anymore, Slash.
Yeah, that did make things easier.
What kind of door is this here? It looks
This
different.
door is a heavy slab of metal, and it is locked.
Can I try to make it not locked?
You may certainly try.
Would that be dexterity and proficiency? With
Dexterity
thieves' tools?
with thieves' tools to add proficiency, yeah.
I'll roll stealth then. That'll be easy.
Okay. The lock warps around your thieves' tools. It seems to be made of it's made of metal, but the structure is like flesh. It warps around, and it does not provide the resistance that you need to work your thieves' tools.
Well, that is
You feel like a dentist.
odd. I'm going to refrain from doing that again. Kane, you don't happen to be very good at opening doors, do you? I don't really know your skill set.
Well, I mean, how hard could it be? It's a door.
That is what I thought as well, yes, but I felt like a dentist trying to open it. It was a very strange feeling.
The
Do you
hell
know
is
what a
dentist?
dentist is, Ivor?
Well, you felt like one.
If you don't, then it's a very strange feeling. But you
Yes,
do in
it is
fact feel like one.
very strange feeling. I felt like something called a dentist. That word appeared in my mind, but I have no idea what it means.
Well, Kane tries the door.
The door is locked.
It don't open.
Yes, that is what I found as well.
Tries this one.
This one opens.
Man, I'm really
Oops.
good at opening doors.
Yes, thank you. That is 1 out of 2. That is better than my 0 out of 1 over here.
It is very dark through there, of course. And I don't think I created a torch for you. Is there a way to do that?
You can,
I can just-
in the token settings, you can have a token emit light.
Gotcha.
I think it's under vision.
Yes. Emission angle, bright light radius. And a torch is what, 2040?
Yeah.
There you go. You should be able to see down the corridor now. Smith to Kane. And you see that there is a door on the other end of it.
Well, I'm practically an expert now. I'm gonna open this door.
All right. You can left click on it to open it.
Ivor, I don't know what's wrong with you, but this isn't that hard.
I know. The last one was hard too. You saw that, yes?
So far, I've opened, 66% of the doors that I've tried.
Well, that is true, yes. I don't know. These doors in here are very strange. Like I said, that one gave me a weird feeling like dentist, but I do not know what dentist is.
This room is filled with stone statues. Each standing on, it's not quite a base so much as it looks like stone hands reached up from the stone floor and grabbed at their ankles. But they're statues. They kind of meld into the ground.
Oop. Oh, Kane, can you move in so that we can get things?
Sorry, I
Kane
was
is just kind of...
admiring the artistry here.
I'm trying to get my orphan with me. He's not. There we go.
It's like a sliding puzzle.
Team Rocket hideout time.
Does it matter that I can't tell what some of these are?
They are all humanoid figures wearing different sets of equipment, essentially. They are not intended to be monsters or specific figures that you would know.
Okay. This
That
one
is
looks like a real
strange.
fat guy.
That one's just a
Yes.
really fat guy wearing a pair of shorts. He's got gloves with like knobbly knuckles. He looks like he's a brawler.
If only Slash could possess these.
Stone to slash.
The Slash do that.
He did once upon a time. He doesn't anymore. Not since the incident. There he is. He's very fast.
He is one speedy boy.
Where's the girl?
It is very strange to me that all of these statues are in seemingly random positions pointing in random directions. Do you think there is meaning behind it, or do you think... I don't know.
Touch this one.
You touch it. It is old and crumbly. The surface of it is kind of scaly. Kind of like shale or slate.
Hmm.
It was clearly carved with masterful detail.
Do you think they have souls inside them?
Slash pulls up his axe and says we can figure out in like 5 seconds.
Go for it, my friend.
I will not stop you.
Slash takes a running leap. And he's going to try to smash the statue.
Step back.
Slash you, if you will.
It works on multiple levels.
He hits, he smashes, he's gonna go again. He whiffs. He sprains his ankle.
That's impressive.
He finally smashes the statue to bits. It lies in bits and pieces on the ground. There's no soul that you can see. You can try to sift through
Get
it
on my
if you
hands
like.
with these and yes, sift through it.
Can you give me investigation, please? If you have any bonus to stone from not being a dwarf, you can add that.
What? Damn.
You carefully and obsessively sort the bits of stone into piles of like sizes, and then you instruct Slash to smash the larger rocks into smaller pieces, and you do not find a soul.
With the meticulousness that you just displayed dealing with pieces of what is kind of a body, I kind of agree with the halfling that was out there in that you might have been a serial killer in your past life.
Hey. Don't just throw the word serial killer around. There are some very specific...
It was more like a parallel killer. They all came at the same time.
Also, your eyes led me the feeling of that as well. You have very intense eyes.
I got these eyes from my mama.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying,
kill your mama?
You ask no
too,
questions about that.
I too am very good at stabbing things. I'm not innocent, but it's just interesting to see it work.
We should check any of the other ones.
I mean, they could have hidden a soul in a random one, but if they are giving out souls like bonuses, I doubt they would hide them in statues.
Well, my smashy friend, why don't you just destroy the rest of these while we go on, and we'll come back and check on you.
Slash says, sounds good to me. Vesper, you want to help me? She says, sure. And they begin slaughtering statues. While they slaughter statues, what will you do?
Ivor opens the store.
Oh, now you can open a door.
The door opens.
Yep.
There's a door to your right and one up ahead.
Are any of them locked?
It is unlocked.
Oh, hi. He closes the door. That is... I turned around. Kane, Wondorn, there appears to be a horse in there with a hat or something. I got a very brief glimpse. I do not know if he saw me or not.
Can you give me a stealth roll real quick?
Kane tries to shove his way past the meat
Oh,
order.
well, Ivor is not strong, so that would probably be easy.
The apprehensive horse did not see you.
Horse.
Kane just opened the door, though.
Okay. Well,
There's a horse with a tiny blue hat. It looks like a normal horse.
Greetings, my friend.
Greetings. What
Name's-
can I cook for you today? I have
Uh,
onions. That
do
is
you-
all.
Food that doesn't taste like mud.
Nope.
Do you have any souls?
No.
Got any grapes?
No. I did just prepare some and bring them out earlier. I could go try to find them for you.
No, that's not necessary. The more pressing question is, how do you cook with hoofs?
It takes a while. I have some assistants who usually help. I'm afraid you're probably not supposed to be here. The guests they don't belong in here with the servants.
Well, we're not guests exactly. We're just.
Oh, so
checking
you're
the place
you're
out.
my new assistants then?
Yes.
Yes. We are searching for the finest in soul food.
Soul food. I don't
Yes,
know
it is our
anything about
specialization. Well, it is, do you know brain food?
that. No.
Our good friend Wendelorn is more the specialist on brain food.
Horse turns to you, Wendelorn. I was led to believe brains do not make good food, on account of the horrific curses they bestow.
It depends on the situation.
I see. Perhaps you
Yes.
could tell me about these things. I have been
Sometimes
throwing
they
away-
are necessary food.
I see.
Yes. Unfortunately, Wendelorn has not gotten to enjoy brain food since the incident, but soul food is similar to that.
We are here to cook the finest souls. Do you happen to know where a good source of them might be down here?
I'm
We
afraid
only shop local.
I know nothing of souls. I know food, and that is about all.
Well, yes, souls are food, that is the point.
I'm learning so much today.
Yes, you must expand your horizons if you want to be Master Chef.
Well, Master Chef, I don't know what that is. I was just about to prepare tea for the mistress. But my assistants seem to have all disappeared.
Yes, I would recommend holding off on the tea for now. She will be probably happier if you brew it fresh when she comes back. She is not here at the moment.
Oh. Well, thank you for letting me know. I would have felt very silly getting everything together for nothing.
Well, yes, we're all friends here. We're searching for souls to eat. You're cooking food to eat. It's similar.
Oh, have you considered joining the family?
I considered it, yes.
Well,
I heard that you don't give out souls as bonuses, though, so I didn't consider it for very long.
Well, seeing as how I don't know what those are, I can say we probably don't give them out. No.
Yes, that is what I've heard.
Well, how about you try your best to find a good local source of fresh souls? And when you do, we'll come back and teach you how to cook them. How's that?
I will do my best.
Fantastic.
Thanks much.
For
It was-
the moment, if there truly is no work to be done, I'm going to take a well-deserved rest, I think. Please excuse me.
Yes, I
Wake
think
me
so.
if the mistress returns.
Yes,
And
yes.
please do not touch the ingredients while I am asleep. I have a system. I must demand my system is respected, even if
We
you
will
want to
not
help.
touch your system.
The horse.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
I am yours.
Yours. It was good
I
to
am
meet
aware
you.
that it sounds like horse. It has nothing to do with that,
No.
etymologically
No, of
speaking.
course not. We would never suggest it.
It was wonderful to meet you, Mr. Horse.
I am a
And
lady, but you are forgiven, I suppose.
I like your hat.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful
I
hat. You
like
are-
your head.
Oh, thank you. It is bold.
Yes. You have a
Be
little
sure to
line on
find
it.
us those souls, okay, Mrs. Horse?
I am not married. But thank you. There is a door there, Kane. The door opens.
Oh.
You see a man cave.
With a former man in it, it seems.
There is a couch in the right corner, there is with a little ottoman, there is a tiger skin on the ground. There's a little, like, game hutch at the back with some stuff on it. There is a table with what looks like the remnants of a game of cards in the lower right. And there is a little stuffed chair with a skeleton with his wrists shackled to it and a lute on his lap.
Kane ignores everything and goes ultrasonic. Kitty cat!
Yo, says the cat. It does not. It is asleep. It makes no sound.
Kane is snuggling the cat.
It makes a and ignores you.
I don't care.
I am going to stay over here. I am allergic to cats.
Okay. The skeleton raises its head and just looks at you, Wendalorn, without speaking.
I'll just kind of keep my eye on it in case it decides to do something.
All right.
Anything interesting on the card table?
Can you give me investigation, please? There is an onyx statue of a gargoyle. I mean, I guess it's just an onyx tiny gargoyle at that point. At the back. And there are piles of silver and copper coins scattered among cards. Looks like they were used as tokens for some kind of game. The cards themselves are very thin slices of ivory that have been inked. They look like regular playing cards. Aside from that.
Kane, do you know how to play cards?
Kane is ignoring him completely.
Oh, how about you, Wendalorn?
I might have once, but I don't remember.
Oh, fair. I probably have as well in some past life, but there have been a few of those. Yes, I do not recognize the game being played here, or if there is anything interesting about it, but this statue looks very fancy.
Also, I forgot to mention, but on the left sidebar, at the very bottom, there's a little icon that looks like a map. If you click that, it should show you a mini map of all the places that you've explored.
That's fancy.
Where is it?
You see where my cursor is?
No, where's your cursor?
On the left side of the screen. Where all
Why
the
am I
icons
not
are on the left. I don't know. I can't see what you see.
It looks like a trifold map with like a pin on it, like the upside down raindrop. It's like underneath the anvil logo in the top left corner. There's like buttons.
I see the button. Oh, I see it. Duh.
What? The one on the bottom.
Nice. Yeah, I wasn't seeing that as a map.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like one. Looks like a
It looks-
GM screen with a spy versus spy peeking out over the side of it.
It looks like a dude with like wavy arms.
Oh, I love it.
I can see that now that you mention it.
What's this for dance party?
That would be an amazing button, and I gotta get one of those.
Please do.
So, what do you do in here?
Hello, Mr. Sorry, I have to stay far away from the cat.
Do you also have to stay away from the tiger?
Yes. Hello. Yes. Can you speak, or is the skeleton mouth not capable of, forming proper words?
The skeleton head turns towards you, and the cat says, "Yes, yes,
Oh, I see.
yes, I'm here."
Excuse me, Mr. Kitty Cat. That's not an appropriate way for a cat to behave. Please stop talking.
The cat looks at you in annoyance and curls back up. Ignore the cat. It is my mouthpiece.
I see. It is very disconcerting for your voice to come from over there.
Well, I have no lungs, so we must make do. And the
Well,
cat does not enjoy my presence.
I see. Well, that is very unfortunate. Is the cat allergic to skeletons? I am allergic to the cat, so I understand.
I have seen it eat things with skeletons, so I assume not.
Oh, I see. Yes, it probably has a skeleton too. That is a silly question.
Probably. I don't know. I've seen it squish through some places that make me wonder.
Interesting. Ugh, cats.
Yes, nasty things.
Well, yes, indeed. Why are you chained to the chair?
Because I don't like it down here, and if I was left to my own volition, I would leave. It was either this
I
or
see.
put me in a cage, and, well, I am here to entertain visitors, so this is more appropriate, it was determined.
Well, we are visitors, so I would very much like to see how you play that instrument with your arms chained up.
Oh, yes, it's very entertaining. So what brings you down here? You don't normally get people who
Well-
aren't, staff here.
We are in search of fine cuisine and apparently entertainment.
Oh, and, which afterlife are you going to?
Oh, we're still working on that. We all have different choices to make, and we're here to, ponder for a bit.
I see. Well, what song would you like?
Do you have any about souls?
I do have a few about souls. Anything more particular?
Well, you see, we are all, except, excuse me, myself and my good friend over by your voice are connoisseurs of soul food, and this one here, my good friend, is connoisseur of brain food.
I
We were
see.
wondering if you have anything about soul food, perhaps?
I suppose I do. Alright. It's been a while. Hold on. He seems to be like stretching, kind of. His legs just kind of twist and vibrate around. They jitter. And then one of them curls up and the toes begin playing the lute as the other one like kind of wraps around it like a snake to hold it in place. And the cat begins singing in a tremulous baritone about soul food. About the things that are food for the soul. Like sunshine and like young love and like billowing waterfalls and stuff.
Oh, I see. So, do you think if we fed a soul enough soul food that it would fatten up and become a better soul?
I see no reason why not.
Interesting.
None of
This
you would
is
happen to be grandmasters of any particular game of skill, would you?
Unfortunately, not. All of my skill is in the arts rather than in games. I am a painter.
Oh, that's a shame. I do enjoy seeing competitive tests of skill. You wouldn't happen to have one of your paintings on you, would you? I would very much like to see one.
I remember Ivor painting a bunch of stuff, but I think he gave most of them away.
Yeah.
I think I have a painting of a bird. There was like a hand bird on the surface when we...
Didn't you give the bird to someone because they were asking about birds and hope?
Oh, right. I think you're right. Yeah, I don't think he has any paintings on him then.
Okay.
I could try and paint you something very quick, if you like.
Well, thank you. I would very much like that.
Should I paint you, like a portrait of you, or perhaps your cat?
Could you perhaps paint a picture of the cat sitting on my lap as though it was, affectionate and lovely?
I can certainly do that, yes. And so Ivor will begin painting, unless
Alright.
someone would stop him, because it's going to take a bit. But if no one interrupts, he would sit for as long as it takes to just paint, because he loves to
Alright.
paint.
Kane has moved to cuddling the rug.
It is a very cuddly rug.
We have nothing but time.
Yes, it does not appear that what's-her-face is coming back anytime soon. Perhaps, but I haven't seen any indication of that.
Can you give me dexterity with proficiency, please?
Yes, a roll stealth. Ooh.
Okay. So this painting does not turn out great. Why is that?
Oh, you see, I'm very sorry. I am a bit rushed, and unfortunately. It is hard to paint a picture of something that doesn't really exist here. I mostly paint pictures of things that are right in front of me. Trying to move the cat over to your lap is very difficult for my style. I apologize.
Skeleton seems very sad. Ah, thank you for trying your best. The cat spits up a hairball.
Ugh. I also have a bit of an aversion to cats, so perhaps that leaked into my art for a bit.
Yeah, no, I can't really blame you. They're nasty, unloving creatures.
What is this that I'm looking at?
That is a green dragon set on the wall. A very small one. You're looking at it with more intense eyes than it ever had in life.
You wouldn't happen to know where they would keep souls around here, would you?
No. I'm afraid I know nothing of that.
Could you tell me who's responsible for giving out, say, professional prizes, rewards?
Professional prizes and
accolades.
rewards. What on earth are you talking about?
Like
for
opponents.
rewards for particularly good staff members.
I guess that would be the boys upstairs, who are not here on account of this. Oh, I'm lapsing into her. I guess that would be the boys upstairs, who are, not here because this isn't there. You gotta do lots of good service around here and get noticed over, centuries or millennia of doing the same basic shit every single day. I've not gotten anything, and I think I do a pretty good job. Yeah, they had to chain me here, but, I think I do a pretty good job. I don't complain.
Speaking of which, would you like me to try and free you?
Oh, yeah, that'd be lovely. If you wouldn't mind.
Do I see visible locks on the chains?
Yeah, they're very simple handcuffs.
Oh, okay. Well, thieves' tools, go.
Yay. You pop them both off.
Yay.
He slumps down. Says, oh, thank you. I suppose I can get out of here.
Indeed, yes. I see your cat is free to roam, yes?
But yes. Who cares about that thing? You don't care about nobody. Well, then we are going to need this. And he reaches inside the loot and detaches something and pulls it out. And it is a skeleton key. Wow.
Oh. Where does that go?
I believe it does all sorts of things down here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's made of teeth.
Teeth, you say? I had
Yeah.
a strange feeling of teeth earlier.
Funny that.
Do you know what a dentist is? I got that word in my mind.
I believe it is a person who teeths. It's like a magician, but
Oh.
they do things with teeth.
I see.
A teeth romancer.
A teeth romancer.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do unfortunate things to teeth, I hear.
Yes, I'd imagine with that name.
And I gotta grab a skeleton off Google Images real quick.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Oh, the first one is, perfect.
It is indeed shivers down our spine, like the other member of the family asked us for.
Okay, I need a name for him.
Mr. Skeleton, does your spine shiver?
I suppose occasionally it might.
Do you have a name?
Well, I like
If
Mr.
not-
Skeleton, but because I need it to have a kind of a personal flair to myself, we're kind of shivering
Well-
around. And we call myself Skelminster.
Ooh, I like that. I was going to offer up Tim, but Skellminster makes it. I like it. It fits you better.
Well, Ivor, do you say we take this key and go try it out?
I suppose so. You can show. That's a perfect image. Yes. You can show us your excellent skill at opening doors.
Already do.
Yes, I suppose. Let's go see how Slash has been doing. Oh, he is a speed boy.
He don't got no muscles to weigh him down.
Skelminster,
Yes.
should we look through these other doors before we go to the door that it was teeth?
Hold on just 1 second.
Slash has been busy.
Slash and Vesper have obliterated every trace of humanity in this room.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, there weren't any souls in it, says Vesper. We looked.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, I appreciate all the fine work that you two have done.
Well, thank you.
If I ever
appreciate
come
it, too.
across the soul prize room, then you will certainly get one.
Well, that's good, because I've earned one. So, Wendelorn has gone to that door that was locked.
This door doesn't open.
Yeah,
something
Kane
wrong with
has
it.
also found a door that's locked. Wendelorn has found a door that's locked. Ivor and Vesper are playing a game that's kind of like soccer, but with bits of rock. Skelminster seems uncertain as to which direction he should go. He's looking toward where Wendelorn went. He says to Kane, I feel like we weren't supposed to go in there for some reason, but I can't remember what it was.
That kind of makes me want to go in there.
Oh, really? Alright, we can get in it. He dramatically opens the door. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This place is stuffed with foul-smelling sheep, as well as lots of them, as well as 7 golden, very jacked sheep. The one at the very back triumphantly bleats and charges you.
can I just close the door?
Yes.
I would lock that again, perhaps, Skelminster.
He says, yeah. He says, I think it locks from the other side.
Oh,
I believe we sent a 7 in there I mean, I say we. A 7 was sent in there, I believe, to protect us all from the Roths and give his body to feed them so their thirst for blood would be sated.
But do you think one of y'all might want to go in there and sate their thirst for blood a little bit?
I don't have any blood. I'm a skeleton.
Well, I wasn't talking to you.
There's a wham against the door.
You look like you have a lot of blood.
The unaggressive Roth is the one that charged. Comparatively, this is an unaggressive Roth, yes.
I'm going to stand back here and, wait, where's my...
Your minion.
There we go. I had to separate myself. Skelminster, you said they thirst for blood, yes, not bones?
They do indeed thirst for blood and not bones, yes. So they devour flesh and leave all the bones. Unless you're a sheep.
Well, perhaps you could open the door, and if they are going to be breaking it down, then we could all just attack them as soon as they escape.
Oh yes, that's a good idea. That's a good tactics and stuff.
So I'll hold an action for Eldritch Blast when they break through.
Alright, let's all go into combat. Now, should I have gotten a specific plugin to do, like, rolling initiative well?
No, just select all of the tokens you want in combat, and then there's like a... if you right-click, there's a toggle combat state. It's like 2 swords and a shield. And then I'll throw everyone in the tracker.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh, Taylor,
Yes.
we were supposed to have feats, correct?
Yes, you were supposed to have a free feat.
I have not gotten one yet.
Alright, we'll figure that out later because we do not have time right now.
No, I know what I want. I just didn't know how to do it.
Okay. Alright, I've got everyone selected. Where is that icon, Jordan?
If you right-click on one of the tokens, it'll bring up like the token menu, and there's like a
there we
2
go.
swords. And
Alright,
oh, that's a lot of rots.
oh yeah. So I clicked on it, Now, is there a thing on the left side I gotta go to?
The meat orphan goes on my turn, so you can probably
Okay.
drop that. But in the combat tracker at the top, there's a roll for everybody
Gotcha.
button.
Encounter 1 of 1 not started. Alright, I rolled all. Ivor is at the top. I did take the orphan out of initiative.
Thank.
Welk.
So Evor's going to hold an action for Eldritch Blast on as soon as one
All right.
breaks through.
The climactic wrath goes. It is very angry.
What in the hell is a prenatal wrath?
It has not been reborn into the living world yet. It is going to try to destroy the door.
You just use a random word generator.
Yes, actually. That's what I was doing with enemies anyway, and then Jordan told me there's a plugin that does it automatically, and I was more happy than I have ever been for a D&D tool in my life.
That's why my meat orphan is an injured meat orphan, because it got randomized. Oh, it is going to butt.
Yes, and it thumps against the door and does nothing. Go again.
Ooh.
Alright, that should have been a critical. Oh well. I think I put too many shortcuts in, and it does all the rolling before or it doesn't roll until after I've decided whether it should be critical or not. 1 second, I gotta turn on the light. Actually, I'm gonna call it like 2-minute break here. We will start combat in 2 minutes.
I've played D&D now for more than 40 years, and I don't think we've ever fought sheep before.
Mm-hmm. Didn't we fight like sheep with hands in Taylor's last campaign? I think that was the thing.
Were those sheep or were they mountain goats?
Oh, there's something in there. It might not have been sheep. Yeah, they might have been goats. I remember elevating one into the air and then just dropping it. That was splat.
Yeah, I just asked Steph. She said they were goats.
Goats. Uh-huh.
And we ended up fighting an owl bear last night in my friend Charlie's campaign, and
Ooh.
it killed 3 of us and put 3 into the negatives there before we finally killed it. Yeah, we had no business fighting that thing. It just tore through people.
Yeah. Those could be rough.
Well, yeah, especially since we were freshly 2nd level.
Right. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, there's a reason I rarely start below 3 and usually start at 5.
Yeah, we weren't playing 5th edition. We're playing like a kit bashed version of 2nd edition.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, you did mention negative HP, so that does make sense. Yeah.
I am back.
Welk.
Is everyone here?
Everybody's at their post except Steph, who's standing
Okay.
next to me in the kitchen.
I got
She's
carrot
apparently
juice and
getting
lemonade.
a drink. She's getting a drink and a banana.
Nice. Carrot juice and lemonade go surprisingly well together. I should probably take a look at what Roths there actually are here. Who the the statistical Roth?
I was just looking at that one, yeah.
I
Statistical.
love it.
Oh, yep.
I feel like he needs to have just one shred more of intelligence than the rest.
The Foggy Roth.
Could design a whole party of adventure leveled creatures based off of their adjective. It'd be beautiful.
Does Skelminster attack with his loot?
Probably.
Perfect. I was just thinking about that.
Oh, I should probably give him an attack. I made him a player character for some reason. If I had had forethought, I would have given him like 1 level in Bard.
I really like the sidekick classes.
Yeah, I've not
They
looked at them
simplified.
at all. Is that from Tash's?
Yeah, the
Yeah, I don't
expert
have
is
dashes.
kind of like the expert subclass is like a subclass, sidekick class. There we go.
Yep.
Is like a somewhere between a bard and a rogue. It's neat because you bonus action, give people help,
Yep.
but then they also have like a d6 they can use on things as well,
Nice.
and then you get 1 attack. It's just a very simple, easy way to have like a support-ish type character in
Yep.
combat.
Are you back, Stephanie? I see your mouse moving.
Yeah, I said I was back.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Sorry.
It's my bad. So it is the Roth's turn. He did his thing. And he critted and smashed through the door. That's going to be his turn.
Does that trigger my Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Pew pew.
He is AC 13. Nice.
And another beam.
That'll hit. You've blown holes in him. He looks weak. Vesper. Vesper is going to cast Fireball,
As is tradition.
as is tradition. Dang it. I did that wrong. Let's do this.
Whew. The door opens and then just fire. They're trapped in a room
All
with
right.
all of the fire.
DC 15 dex saving throws. Can I select multiple templates and then
I
have
think-
them all roll at once?
I believe you can. Just click that button on the spell card.
Gotcha. Only did one.
Ah, rip. Maybe not then.
That would have been cool. Oh, it popped up for all of them, I guess. Okay, and it's 15. So the unconstitutional Roth fittingly failed its save.
It's undexterous too, apparently.
And is that half damage on a save for Fireball?
Yep.
All right.
We should
Okay,
just shoot the
that was-
fireball into the room.
Yes. That's 26 damage.
Wendler knew to duck as soon as she started.
Whoops.
Oh,
I cast Delete Wrath. They all came back with different names now.
oh no!
Oy.
And they're out of the tracker as well.
Oh, fun. Oh, undo. Why did you fail me? Oh, well. I'll just have to do... I'll have to reroll them. We're in our first round, so it's hopefully not a big deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vesper just made a whole lot of money. So I imagine that the sheep that are not rots,
They're all dead.
yeah,
There's a lot of fire in there. Okay.
Intellectual wrath.
And it pretty much ended up as it was.
Pretty close. Something to do.
All right, so Vesper's turn was that. Vesper looks very proud of herself. She says, I've been practicing.
Nice.
Okay, now I gotta figure out how to delete the template.
With the template tool active, hover over it and delete it.
Oh, lovely. Okay, that was Vesper's turn. The Intellectual Wrath. It is going to speed away. Bleeding heavily, somehow. It smashes directly through Skullminster. He goes flying.
Oh no.
Oh,
And is going to try to attack Gwendolyn. It's an Nostrils flare at the scent of blood. Which you sort of, kind of have, not really. And a 14 hits, Gwendolyn. You take 9 piercing from its bite. And a 16 hits. And you take 8 bludgeoning. That's its turn. The Moody Wrath. It looks around. The Wraths seem to be an enterprising bunch. They do not seem to be ones for pack tactics. And it's going to attack Kane.
what did I do?
You existed and had blood.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And a 20 hits. You take 5 piercing.
Ouch.
13 does not hit. That's its turn.
So it does not take the points directly. I have to do it.
Right, you'll have to do it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mention that.
No, I just need to know.
The extra large Wrath, Huodaki. That does actually have more health than a lot of the others.
No idea why that just happened. I didn't hit it.
I don't know.
Okay.
You squeak and reflexively produce flame. Well, this one didn't have enough movement to do much else, so it is going to attack Gwendolyn. $11 does not hit. 21 does. You take 10 bludgeoning. That's its turn. Skullminster. Skullminster is going to bravely stand up using half his movement. He's going to shuffle over. And he is going to thwack the Wrath on the head with his lute. He does not hit. And I hope everyone appreciates that the flavor text of that is bonk.
Very good.
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself.
The Roth butts. Bonk.
The pervasive wrath. Oh no.
Why does this game not come with cartoon sound effects?
It does. I just didn't set them up
Why the hell not?
because I'm lazy.
Awful. You have 1 week.
The wrath, he looks around and he is going to charge at Vesper. That was his action. The assertive wrath. Oh no. He is going to snap at Wendelorn.
Oh no.
$15 hits. That's 10 damage. Wendelorn goes down.
Oh no.
Ruh-roh.
He's going to attack Vesper. 20 hits. Vesper will take 4. Kane. The Roths are devouring your friends. I say friends. The Roths are devouring your meat shields.
I am trying to find where it says the area that Earth Tremor is.
Rift Tremor.
Like,
Earth Tremor.
how big an area?
It is a 10-foot.
Oh, there it is.
Within,
Okay.
yeah, 10-foot range. Each creature other than you in the. No,
The Earth Tremor just starts from you, right? Like it's just a.
I think you are right. In the 10-foot away from you area.
Yeah.
It says range
Okay.
10 feet each.
So yeah, you can click on the little corner ruler in the on the left bar. There should be a circle template there, and you should be able to click on yourself and drag out.
Yep.
That was a line template, I think. I can drag
Oh, yeah.
one for you if you want.
No, I gotta figure this out.
Okay.
So that is the targeting, like who you're targeting with attacks. Below that, there's like an angle ruler, like a right hand. It says measurement controls, and then there's a circle within that.
I'm just trying to move my guy again.
Oh, so you need to go back to the square select button to do that.
For some reason, I've got big arrows all around me now.
You are targeting yourself with attacks.
Don't do that.
If you double right click, you'll change that.
There's a lot of features in here.
Yeah.
Actually, if you right click on your own token, there's like a circle marker in the bottom left, right?
Uh-huh.
That to toggle it off. There you go.
Ah. So I did that correctly?
I'm not seeing any template appear.
No, I have absolutely no idea how to do it.
Okay, so you see the person marker on the toolbar to the left.
Yes.
Under that is a corner ruler. If you click that, there's a sub menu of icons to
Oh.
the right of it. There's a circle at the top, and you should be able to make a template from that.
5 feet it was?
10 feet, I believe.
Yep.
There you go.
Hey. So that does not hit the ones that are half encompassed.
No, it'll only hit the ones that are highlighted, I believe. I forget how 5e does its templating. I don't know if this is 5e
No, it should.
rules or... Okay.
Well, the
Because
full
those
10
ones
feet
are-
it should.
Yeah, those ones are 10 feet from me, so
Right.
if a spell had a range of 10 feet, it would hit them.
Okay, so everyone who is touched by the template will work.
Right, so do I hit the damage button?
Yes.
And Wendelorn loses a death save.
Yeah. Do you automatically fail saving throws when you're down like that?
If you are incapacitated, I believe you do.
Okay. So Wendelorn fails a death save, and
Sorry,
then
Wendell.
Not a problem. Don't worry about it.
Can't take actions, reactions, unconscious, automatically fail strength and dex save throws. Yep.
Vesper just crit failed. That's lovely.
Dang.
I don't think Vesper would be in the range.
Vesper is touched by the circle.
Here's a 10-foot, an exactly 10-foot
Gotcha.
template.
Mine's exactly.
Does like a-
All right, I'm going to delete the one that you made. There we go.
yeah,
All right,
you can
yeah,
manually
Vesper
enter
is
that.
fine. Yeah, I don't know why it looked like that before for you,
Yeah, a little
Steph.
weird.
So Vesper, in a parallel universe, just like crit failed on the thing you can't actually crit fail.
Okay.
The intellectual wrath fails. Okay, is it half damage on a save for them? Let me grab the spell. That's what I get for having collapsible stuff. Or each creature other than you on a failed save, they take 1d6 and are knocked prone.
It doesn't say anything else.
Okay. Okay, so I can apply the damage. And yeah, 1 second. I didn't turn on like names appearing when I hover over tokens. Okay, extra large wrath. And it did not apply the damage, so I got to do that manually. Intellectual wrath dies.
He had so much to teach us.
And I don't think I set up the thing that lets me mark him as prone. Oh, no, I got it here.
Ooh.
The assertive wrath succeeds. Pervasive wrath succeeds. Moody wrath died. So those are the wraths who are left there. Sorry about that delay. I'm still learning stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Do you do anything else?
No.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do have.
Your wraths flipped upside down, by the way, as sheeps do.
Yeah, I can cast Healing Word on 1-1, correct?
I shouldn't be saying this because I'm a DM, but I forgot multiple spellcasting in one turn rolls for 5e, so Jordan can probably answer that better than me.
It's bonus action, so that's fine, right?
Right.
So the precise wording of it, I believe, is if you cast a
You cannot cast a bonus action spell at the same turn that you cast an action spell, unless the action spell is a cantrip.
That was a cantrip.
Isn't Earth
Wait,
Tremor
no.
first level?
Sorry, that wasn't. That's weird, but okay.
So we're going to, I think we might have said actually during session 0, we're going to ignore that spellcasting roll. I like to ignore it in general. You can cast a bonus action and level the spell in one turn. Just do it.
I don't remember that
Just-
ever being a thing in the past.
Yeah, because it's a roll that I don't like very much, and I don't feel should have made it in the game to begin with. But I couldn't remember if we were doing it or not.
It is a very commonly ignored rule, yeah.
So you say, Gwendolyn, get yourself up.
One interesting
There we go.
alteration I've heard to that is like allowing spells up to a certain level, depending on your level, as to ignore that. Things like
Ooh,
that. Is
I like that.
interesting. But it is some people just ignore it entirely, and that works too.
It seems very arbitrary.
It's supposedly so that casters aren't even more better than they are over marshals because they get just more actions.
Well, I mean, I just blew 2 of my spell slots, which is pretty significant, so it didn't come at no cost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Wendell, get your ass up.
but warlocks exist is the problem.
first you blast him down, then you pick him back up again.
Wendell, get your ass up before I stick a sword in it.
The yo-yo zombie method.
I get knocked down.
That is the theme song of D&D 5e. All right, Wendelarn, you are up. And how much healing did you receive? 8.
8.
I was literally considering putting a button in this dungeon that just says 8 when you press it. Then I realized only one person would probably get it, and everyone else would just be thinking, oh, that's dumb.
I got a macro board. I could set that up. Maybe I should do that. Set up a soundboard on it.
I should set up whenever you roll 8 on the d20, it says 8.
8.
That's the only sound effect I had.
I think you can with a module.
Yeah. All right, and Wendelarn, you are prone, but you are conscious. Would you like to spend half your action? No, not half your action. Half your movement to get up.
Or why not? Sounds like a thing to do.
It is a good thing to do. And you are surrounded by sheeps.
Oh, goody. Let's see what to do with this. I guess I will cast Scorching Ray at the one between me and the door that it came out of.
All right, and is it disadvantage if you are attacking a prone melee creature?
If you're is Windlarn prone?
No, but the I mean, I know
If they're-
that. Yes.
Sorry.
I was going to say, obviously, if you ranged your spell with a ranged attack, a melee creature, you have disadvantage on it. But I don't know if that's different if it is prone or if it just cancels out the disadvantage.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's like it's on the ground. It's really not moving around in the same way that a melee creature normally is.
Okay, so I just looked it up. Prone, it says an attack roll has advantage if the attacker was within 5 feet, otherwise disadvantage, so it would cancel out.
Okay, so just a normal attack roll against it.
But if he took a step back, then it would have advantage?
I think you have disadvantage attacking a prone creature with a ranged attack ordinarily.
Correct.
So he would just have disadvantage. All right, the 17 will hit, and you execute it. You see a brain.
Unfortunately, I don't need those any longer. So.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. The repressive wrath, the axe. He looks at y'all, and he's going to bellow, and he's going to charge at Kane. That's his turn. Slash.
He didn't charge into me, he just ran next to me.
He just ran next to you, yes. Sort of. Slash is going to thwack. That hits. And he kills it.
Well then.
Slash has multi-attack. He's going to attack the other. He hits.
He's going to slash the other, if you will.
Yeah. He kills it because it was at 1 HP and he did 10 damage.
That'll do it.
Decapitation!
Ivor.
Whoop. And then Booming Blade with my dagger. I guess I need to make a dagger attack. And then I'll add the Booming Blade damage after.
Alright.
So, boom.
That does not hit.
Oof. Okay. Bonus action, gonna command my meat orphan to... I guess he can stay on this side even. Chill over here, and then it'll use its claws.
Alright. That will hit.
Okay, then the target needs to make a Constitution save. That is first 6... I think it should be piercing damage. I'll edit that. But, yeah. Okay, so then it takes some extra poison damage.
Alright.
Roll that again, because the other formula went away.
It dies.
4 poison damage. Okay.
The Roths are
So-
now bleeding corpses on the ground.
Ivor walks up and just embarrassingly misses the Roth, and then his meat orphan walks up and just ends it.
You got people for that. Combat is ended.
You're...
Smells like burnt sheep in here now.
Skullminster seems mildly surprised. Yeah. I guess I forgot that was there for that. Sorry.
All good, my friend. We took care of it pretty easily. I mean, I guess Wonderlorn, how are you feeling? I shouldn't say it's all good when I took, no damage.
I had to kill this circle.
It is what it is.
Fair enough. My good friend, you seem to have skill in healing. Kane.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can do for our friend Wendellorn?
Is there anything else he needs?
Possibly not. I don't know Wendellorn. Is there anything else he needs?
Wendellorn's still pretty badly beaten up.
Well, you look like you're standing okay on your own 2 feet, so I think you can just walk it off from here.
Fair enough.
Well, okay, that was exciting. We killed lots of Roth. Is there anything else interesting in here, or just lots of burnt sheep?
Just lots of burnt sheep and lots of sheep poo.
Okay, well, let's close that. Shall we open more doors then, or it seemed like a bit of commotion, but no one has come running, so I assume that What's-Her-Face is not back yet.
Yeah, no guards appear, no halflings appear, no horses appear.
Did
I'm
we
gonna
open this?
send-
What's that?
Did we open this door?
You did not, and it is also locked. It's a big ol' heavy, very metal door. Lots of rivets.
Buddy, does your key work on this door?
I don't know. That one's never been open so long as I've been here.
Only one way to find out.
I suppose you're right.
I'm gonna send my meter from down here just to look
Okay.
up the hall and see if there's anything.
Okay.
I can't actually see through that token, but
Gotcha.
is the situation as it was before?
The situation is as it was before. The 4 guards are still just standing there.
Okay.
Is there a way I can give you better ownership of that?
It has vision, right, in the token settings?
Yes.
Huh.
Vision, 120, dim vision, sight
Huh.
angle 360.
That should work.
Oh, I didn't click has vision. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
okay,
had the
like-
stat there.
Hey, now I can see through it. Thank you.
Why are there so many buttons?
Because it's
I mean, I'm
very
happy.
customized.
I'm happy there's so many buttons, but why?
Yes, but
Why
why?
is the default has no eyes?
I think, yeah, fair enough. All right.
Right. Yeah, he says, we want to go down here?
I suppose we could.
All right.
I mean, is there a reason not to? Is there something? Is there
I don't
more
know.
shit behind that?
I don't think there's much shit behind this. It's just a very big door. I was just making sure I didn't want to do something stupid.
Do you think there's more shit behind this one?
I don't know. Is that one locked too?
No.
No, the door opens. And you see lots of plants that are bristling with peppers and fruits. Bristling with peppers and fruits. Yes, that's what I said. There's a giant barrel against the wall, kind of fastened to it, and there's a steady drip of something sludgy and brown coming from a tap.
Well, there at least appears to be no danger here, so perhaps we can go that way and double back this way later if, well, if we are still all alive after going through such a big ominous door.
I'm not alive in any sense of the word.
Oh, neither am I, but you know, it's a figure of speech.
Yes. We ought to come up with better ones of those. We have enough time for it.
There's more doors.
Yes, but there is big door here. We can come back to those later. Unless you are very obsessed with those, in which case we could do those now, I guess. It is... Okay, we're going in.
So came through here. There are mushrooms that have cracked their way up from underneath the stone tiles underfoot. They're very swole mushrooms.
You think we can eat these?
They do look awfully glisteny, though.
I am on a strict soul-only diet.
I'm gonna break off a piece of this orange one and bring it back with me.
All right.
Stick it in my pocket.
Okay.
This one is locked.
There's a ramshackle door there it's locked with a normal padlock.
I'm gonna try to make it not be.
All right. You succeed.
Yay! Ooh.
You see some nasty sludge through there.
Yeah, this is not pleasant. This is
There-
significantly less pleasant than the room we are currently in.
There are stairs that just lead directly down into the sludge.
The body floating into it disturbs me slightly.
Yeah, poor guy.
When I mouse over my token, I get like numbers and my name now. How do I not?
I don't know if I can change that per person. It
No,
was a general token setting.
I was clicking things and then it happened, and
Yeah.
I don't know what I
I
did.
changed set. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Okay.
For me, it just shows all the stats that I set up whenever I mouse over anyone. So I
Yep.
don't.
No, that's the same for us. I think it's just health and armor class and name.
Yeah, it just didn't used to do that.
Sorry, I don't know how to set it up so that you can't see it.
Okay.
Choose attributes. Yeah. I guess the solution is don't mouse over your character.
Perfect. Are you going down there?
I do not wish to. I'll have my. Well,
Can
we
you
can't
give me
get
a
to walls.
perception, please, Ivor?
Yes.
All right.
Perception from Ivor.
All right. You poke your head in, and you can very faintly make out there's a pipe running from the sludge down below into the wall, on the other side of which is the barrel, and you can just barely make out a door on the east wall of the room. It's completely shrouded in darkness, but you can see a glint on a handle.
My injured meat orphan can fly, so I'm gonna
Okay.
have him just float in above the sludge and see if he can open the door.
Okay. He can open the door.
Oh, but he can't go through it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that has 2 doors
Oh,
on
it's
it.
the double wall thing.
1 second.
Gotcha. All right.
Now see if it works.
Ah, yes. It appears that there is a hallway over there, but we would have to trudge through sludge to get there. Also, it appears that either the barrel... Does it look like the barrel is pouring into the sludge or the other way around? Like
There is a little mechanical contraption that looks like it's pulling the sludge up.
I see. It looks like this barrel is full of the sludge. Perhaps it is fertilizer for these plants.
Does it smell like fertilizer?
It smells, well, as best as you can tell, it smells utterly nasty. It's hard to smell things down here.
Does it smell like the sheep room at all?
To an extent. And there is a corridor, to the east.
Can we send our bony friend down there?
I mean, I
Okay.
can send my Jim down.
And that opens
Okay.
to a room.
There is a strange room here. There appears to be craftsmanship going on here, something magic.
Can you see through his eyes?
Yes.
Cool.
Ivor is currently staring at a wall and just speaking to you.
Yeah, there's some kind of a voodoo doll with the skulls around it in the bottom right. There's a little magic circle in the top right, and the left is just a bowl of coals.
I suppose that's where the
Please.
souls are kept.
Yes, this place looks spooky. We may, if my sense of direction is correct, if we go back through the other door, we may end up on that side. Like the first locked door that we encountered.
So you want to go back through the big door?
Possibly. That would allow us all to walk there instead of just sending a scout ahead. But they could just keep sending scout ahead if you prefer that.
Well, I'm getting kind of bored standing here. Let's go through the big
Yes, that is what I figured. Skillminster, if you would do the honors, please.
Yeah, of course. This one down here.
Yes, please.
All right. He puts his key in the lock. And then he opens the door. Oh, this is
double
another
door
one of
again.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely secure doors.
Oh, it's a double door.
Is that better?
Oh. Hello.
So through here, you see a spiral staircase leading down, and the shade of the stone in here is considerably grayer than it was out there. You see a stone statue of a horse with a mane of snakes.
Are you a relative of yours?
The head of the statue turns towards you, and the thin layer of stone that had covered it cracks and sloughs off to the ground, and the snakes begin to move.
Buntelorn, perhaps we should not stand close to it. In case it is not friendly, we might want to just shut it back in there.
Its eyes begin to glow a very bright white. And
Yes, I would.
all of you who were right in here are going to need to make a save against Petrifying Gaze. And,
no,
and that's
I don't want to shut Wendell in there.
and we're going to end there for this week, and we're going to come back as you face the Horhen next time.
Is that Constitution? Or should we just roll it next time?
Yeah, we can roll it now. It is DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ivor passes. Kane passes. And Wendelorn, I think, is the only other one who would have needed to make one. He does not pass.
It's not Wendell.
You did not fail by 5 or more, so you begin to turn to stone and are restrained.
So we're like, Wendell, get back, and then he's what? And then just gets turned to stone.
Okay, let me see if I can find the right icon. We'll use the net. You must repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn, becoming petrified on a failure or ending the effect on a success. Lasts until you're freed by greater restoration or other magic. And yeah, we will begin the encounter proper next time.
Yay!
So
Thank you for running, Taylor. First session of Foundry was great.
Yeah. I'm enjoying running in this infinitely more than Roll20. Thank you guys for playing.
Ready.
Thank you for tailoring.
You're welcome.
You.
You tailor better than anyone I know.
Well, that's good. I hope you don't know many tailors. Or maybe I should hope you know many tailors, actually.
Well, there is that one, like, not Taylor on YouTube, right?
Yes.
All right. See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.